Hello and welcome back to the Donkey Kong Jungle Climber Talkthrough. Me, the Jonin Monkey.
And me, Sven the Pretty Princess Clown Light Switch Potato Cake Attorney.
And on that note...
long story short, people kept attaching nicknames to me on Skype.
I see. Okay.
I promised them I would introduce myself that way anyway.
Oh dear. Well, now that we've fulfilled people's bets, it's time to go on to the first world of Chilled Char Island, a world combining fire and ice. And for some reason we're starting with a waterfall.
Oh, this really is a Song of Ice and Fire. Book pun!
I laugh because I don't get it. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one who knows our channel that would get it.
Oh, sigh. But yeah. Oh, close step there. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not repeat that.
Yeah. This level... This was used in a review on DKC by the Donkey Kong Jungle Climber, and it actually brings up one very good point. There's a level very similar to this in DK Kiddie Swing, the game before it, and it's a very useful comparative of the two styles, because it was based around the same gimmick, pegs falling down the waterfall. However, in terms of style, the two are completely different. First off, it's much easier to kill Diddy in that game. Second...
Yeah, first of all, there are far more dying Diddies.
Yeah, I mean, Diddy, they only appeared in DKJ... only appeared in Kiddie Swing until the very end, but also just... In terms of atmosphere and aesthetics, this completely wins it over. I mean, yeah, it's got more powerful graphics, so that's to be expected, but still, it's just... This definitely feels more like Donkey Kong Country in terms of graphics and in just the music. You get the, I mean, the tune is very simplistic. I think it's repeated 3 times over in, well, as we've talked, but it still kind of has a kind of the feeling of a grand scale of the plummeting waterfall instead of just Kiddie Swing, which it's not really bad soundtrack, but all the sound effects tended to be beep 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 beep. You know, they're kind of the cheerful, unhappy in a kind of false sort of way.
Which, whenever you're falling to your death, is kind of dissonant serenity.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, this section we are inside a cave. It's funny, I was talking about the waterfall, but that's only like 1/3 of this particular level. Which is odd. Which is odd because it's actually called Falling Falls, but never mind.
Well, maybe that's the most memorable gimmick, I don't know.
Maybe. You'll see. I wouldn't say it's the most memorable gimmick for me, but you'll see why later on. Anyway, there are 2 sections in this cave, well, 2 directions you can take rather. First off, to the left, as you can see, it's pretty easy. Just fill the holes with rocks and then just try to avoid the neckies. Of course, if you go to the right, you've got pegs which fall down, and, well, that's the other way you can get the DK coin. Come on, pass me, it's not that hard. Pass me, what are you doing?
Apparently it is that hard, bro.
You okay there?
Dry air.
Ah.
Pee.
Let's see, what is pass me? Oh yeah, that's what pass me was doing. He was being overly cautious of the neckies. He was trying to take out both of rocks, and instead goes for a rather close approach.
No kidding.
Yeah. There we go. Straight from underneath. No comments.
I wasn't gonna say a word, totally.
But yeah, this section's really not that hard despite past me's really horrible attempts. And in fact, you don't even have to fill all the holes. As long as you can give yourself a good enough run-up, you can just make it there.
That reminds me, how much more of a dick would this game be if in order to get 100% you had to collect all the bananas too?
Oh god, that would just be evil. I mean, no, I mean, I can't think of any Donkey Kong game that would force you to do it. Oh wait, DK64, never mind.
Yeah.
Although the original Kid Icarus is even worse. I know I've said it many times, but Yeah, that game, in order to get 100%, you couldn't miss a single bloody shot. But yeah, this is the most memorable section for me just because of how, well, bitchy it can be. First of all, you've got the wind, which is pushing you in all sorts of directions.
Reminds me of where I live.
Does the wind push you into danger all the bloody time?
Well, that depends how close you are to the freeway.
Oh, it really is a harsh place over there. Anyway.
It's grim up north, anyway.
And I complain about it being wet. Anyway. Yeah, as you see, you've got wind and, I'm not sure if it shows up again in this level, but as you saw earlier, there are vines. Pokey vines. I
would make a joke, but there would be another Let's Player out there who would want to murder me.
Oh, well, it's not like I'm saying that the pokey things need to increase their speed for whatever reason.
No, in fact, it's rather convenient that they're staying exactly where they are.
Yes. Otherwise, this would only cause more problems. But yeah, this is a fun level, even if it is kind of... What I want to term is, I don't think schizophrenic the right term, but basically there's so many different aesthetics in it, it's mind-blowing.
It's kind of bipolar.
I guess you could say that, yes. But anyway, after that little odyssey, we then move on to the second level, which fits in more with the chill and charm aspect. Which basically follows an idea that not Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie had first, but everyone assumes Mario Galaxy had the idea. I don't know why. Basically, combining the fire and ice levels into one. So now we're going to have two generic platformer archetypes at the same time. And now we get on to what is quite possibly one of my least favourite sections. Because, okay, you have to move on, you basically have to use the bombs to blow up question mark barrels. Now, I've already mentioned before that the throwing, it's not terrible, but it's very, very picky about physics. Now throw that, a fuse which only goes off after a certain amount of time. And this would be much As if to make things worse, however, you also have to blow up the individual stones in order to get the goodies.
Who has the Benny Hill theme when you need it?
Hey, I'm tempted to use it, but then again, I already have 2 strikes against this account.
Or even better, the Mos Eisley Cantina theme. In joke, everyone.
For the last time, I will use it in a video eventually. Oh, dude. But yeah, the banana coins are hidden in some really tight places. Oh, and speaking of references, it's hammer time.
Diddy has a giant hammer, Diddy has a giant hammer.
Oh, dude. Actually, on a side note, how do you feel about the ice aesthetic in video games?
Depends on how it's used.
Yeah, generally, I think kind of annoying because most of the time it always uses the slippery aspect of ice, and it doesn't help that it's not really... Well, once you kind of see one ice level, you've seen them all, really.
Yeah, and I have kind of a bitter history with ice levels after New Super Mario Bros.
Oh, dude. To be honest, I can't remember much about that game at all, so... Okay, I don't know why. Oh yeah, that was the bonus level. Oh yeah, speaking of ice...
Yep, here comes the gimmick.
Yeah.
All aboard the gimmick train.
Yeah, the basic mechanic for this level is, as you can probably tell, the ice has no friction, so you tend to be slipping and sliding about the place, or at the very least the momentum will keep carrying you forward. It is possible to come to a standstill, but only wants momentum to run out, so... Yeah, most of the time you'll be slipping and sliding and basically power sliding all over the place. And of course, all the all the secrets are in really hard to find areas. Well, not really hard to find, just really hard to get to, like...
Oh yeah, like the murder spikes down there. Although that was easier than the slippery ice.
Yeah. And oh god, this section. This section, so many bad memories. First of all, that barrel cannon is a trap, as you can probably see. And now, we begin the failure. Got it! Got it! Sigh. Alright. Yeah, the thing is, this level wouldn't be too hard otherwise. It's just that it's kind of just hard to move where you want to go, because of course, not only are they content to add all these sliding ice mechanics, they also like to put tires in for no discriminate reason. And to make matters worse, if memory serves, the DK coin is in a really evil place.
In fact, I just saw it.
Yeah.
Past Jonin, where are you going?
Past Jonin remembers, he's just not 100% sure what's down there. Oh! Just barely managed to save yourself there. Although I can't help being forgetting something. There's something important.
Have you forgotten to give DK more headache?
No! There's one sodding banana coin! Where the heck was... Oh no. I remember where it is. See, remember that section with the hammer? You may have noticed that there was a lot of Necky Juniors in there. I was supposed to kill that little bugger down there. But of course I forgot. I was right next to it. If you go back, you'll see that I was right next to it. I even had the hammer on and everything. But I chose to ignore it. And so I had to replay that entire level. Again. All over again.
Well, no worries. We can move on now.
Yes, get to this part. That was me, the Jonin Monkey.
And me, Sven the Pretty Princess Clown Light Switch Potato Cake Attorney.